Assalamu alaikum. I am Soumitra Bhumik Molloy and my ID is 172151517. Today I am discussing about a machine learning project which is based on a army shooting, and in this project we will discuss how to train a data set in a Google Colab. So let's go. I am presenting a presentation, so let's go. Welcome to my presentation. We are in a team. Here is the details of our team members. We are team legend. This presentation is presented to our honorable sir Mahfuzur Rahman and submitted by Soumitra Bhumik Molloy, Fazil Rabbi Talukdar and Mehdi Hassan and Nachar. And today our topic is military shooting database training, and let's go for topic. First one is procedure. In this database, in our project dataset, we use supervised machine learning to train our dataset for get a optimal solution, and we also used random forest classification and regression problem algorithm which is very helpful to train our dataset and give our output. In random forest classification and regression problem is a algorithm, and it is also a popular algorithm for a supervised machine learning. So we use this algorithm in our project. We use MATLAB and Seaborn library for graphical interface. In our project, we show some graphical interface such as bar chart, plot chart, etc. And those are the library function for those graphical interface. So let's go. Here is the first thing. We have to mount and read our data. So we have to, for mounting our drive, we have to read this function, write this function, and after that a display will show a link for verification. We have to copy password from those link and then enter. Then the drive will mount the CSV file which we will use in our training Colab, and import pandas as PD. Pandas short form is PD, and then we train our data set which is read by CSV file. So we use CSV, and whose location is G drive, my drive, Colab, and our data set name is shoot.csv. We want to show our data set. For this reason, we have to call this function train.head, because we put our data set in train function, train array, and for this reason we use this train.head function to show our data set. Here is the data set, and next one is show the shape. Here is the function for showing our shape for the database. So data set, sorry. So here is my data set CSV file, and here is the data set showing. We are showing our data set. Here is lots of column and rows, and we use this function for showing our data set. Then show up set and show all the information with missing value. For this reason, we for missing value we have to use train.info for watching for missing value. Then next one is show the null value. In a data set there are lots of columns value will be missing. For this reason, we have to count how many value are missing from our data set. So here is the column names, and here is the missing value. In our data set there is no any missing value, so all of the columns are 0. Here we import some library function for graphical interface. So here is the MATLAB.Python and Seaborn as CNS. Two library used for the graphical interface. Here is we create a graph view. We create a function for graph view. Here we use a thread level. Here is the data set. Here is the threat level, attack or others. So we categorize this attack and other. If attack, how many person attacked by this we calculate here, and thread level here we equals to attack, we count the value of attack value, and other we count the value of attack other value, and we categorize into gender, how many female attack and how many male attack. We categorize this sector. Here is the attack and other. This blue part mention that the male person attacked this rate, and this color mention that female attack, that's first sentence. And here is the another other, those part is attacked by the male and those part is attacked by the female. So female value is less than male value, and we also categorize it in race. That's mean white person, black person, Hispanic person, Asian and native and other. We categorize into different color person, and here is the bar chart. Here is the body camera. The attack person use body camera. Is it true or false? We visualize this in this bar chart. And flea also we use flea to visualize that. And date of manner, attack by the person who is killed by shoot or trace trigger. And here is the value bar chart for shoot, attack and other for the shoot and trigger. And here is the age. Age will show us the who is age people attack and who is age people do not attack or others. And here is the data set. Again we show our data set, and here is the titling. That's mean we have to find out a title from the name column, and here is the functionalities for this name column. Here we extract all the title by using this function, and then we show the title. Here is the lots of title. Here is the lots of title. We map into the number. That's mean here is J. We consider that J equals to 0, A equals to 1, M equals to 3 and 2, and J are equals to 3. That's we randomly choose this value and consider this. Then we map the data set, and we take into this data set as title. And here we also show some bar chart about the state value using attack and other. Then arms category, then mapping. Again we map the gender. Here is the gender which is in string, so we want to convert it into say number. So for this reason we map it M for 0 and F for 1. M for male equals to 0, F for female equals to 1. Then data set train that, then data set map, then it show that it is 0 and 1. Then we categorize and bar chart, showing bar chart about the gender. Here we show that M for 0 and F for 1. For this reason, here replaced by 0 and replaced by 1. Here is also categorized in categorical data by using the plot system. We show there lots of plot, and here is lots of plot by using thread level function and aspect 4. And we also use some value 40 and 60 for the random value 40 to 60. And here is the another thing. Here is the another thing. We used to mapping our data set S. So for this reason we mapped it by this functionality, and then we show the data set into the this training set. And very important thing is drop column, and here is lots of column we do not use in our training session. For this reason we have to drop this column. So here is we use this function for drop this column, and here is the sign of materials, and we don't see any type of column sign of material. That means it drops the column. And we also then mapping the state, and then also we drop some unnecessary column by this process. And here we see that our final value, and then we also map some another value, and we also see that it convert into the numerical number. And then we try to train our data set by using the manner of date, and here is the shape of data. And we start the confusion matrix evaluation by this process, and then we produce a test data y set. Then for the training, further output training. And here is the value of this session. And importing classification module, we use random forest classification and decision tree classifier. So for this reason we import it, and by this algorithm we get some output from this data set, and which will show us how many efficient this data set. So that's all.